During the most recent time where there was the idea of going to war in Syria on the US's behalf, the mainstream media, pretty much as a whole, was sort of, and this is something that they always do, is they what I like to call it is beating the war drum. Anytime there's a prospect for war or an option for a war or a possibility for a war, they're right behind you and they're always pushing it. And that obviously has to do a ton with their ties to, big money, whether it be oil industry, etc., etc., and also their ties to Washington, etc., etc. So they are always there, ready to be just fighting to go to war at all times. Now, there were a few surprising exemptions from this rule, which were Tucker Carlson, which is a surprise, as well as Tommy Lahren. Now, Tommy Lahren, of course, is a complete dunce, and Tucker Carlson's pretty fucking stupid too. And the weird thing about Tucker Carlson is he always has like that weird face, like he just shat himself. It's super weird. I don't know. You guys, I'm hoping you guys have noticed that. It's pretty fucking funny, I gotta say. It's just a weird face. Jimmy Dore, of course, he's fervently anti-war. He's been for a long time. He does some good stuff on that front as well. Now, also some other types of videos that Jimmy will do, like he'll talk about like different things. Like he would talk about the Kaepernick issue, and he'll talk now about, with all the people calling cops on black people for no reason. Remember I talked about it in the long form podcast, but there was like this 12-year-old kid who was mowing lawns. It was his lawn mowing. He had a lawn mowing business where he would go and mow lawns for money to help his mom, who was taking care of his grandma. And not only, like, I had a report talked about it when he got called on the first time, but he also got called, the cops were also called on him a second time. Of course, we have Permit Patty, and we have Barbecue Patty, and we have all these other, people that we're talking about here. And so Jimmy will make those kinds of videos, and Jimmy made a video that was talking about how Tucker Carlson came out against the Syrian war, and it was titled something like Tucker Carlson comes out against Syrian war, crosses Trump, something like that. I forget the exact specific title, something like that. But I think it had like hundreds of thousands of views, and it got him a bunch of new subscribers. The problem being, most of those subscribers are Tucker Carlson fans, and Tucker Carlson fans are stridently right-wing. And so when you make videos like, well, this one specifically, I mean, he was shitting on Tucker Carlson. It has like 700 dislikes on the video, which is, Jimmy Dore doesn't really get that many dislikes on his videos. And there were a bunch of comments. Not only were there a bunch of comments from like Chud saying like, oh, like Tucker Carlson stands, but there were people who were, a lot of the comments were commenting on the, the Chuds in the comment section. One of the comments was like, oh my God, is Jimmy Dore turning into TYT 2.0? And so it looks like Jimmy Dore has been sort of, he got, betrayed, I guess. Not really betrayed, but, when you get subscribers from Tucker Carlson's fan base, it's gonna end up, backfiring at some point. And there's nothing he could do to control that, because obviously, we agree that it's good that Tucker Carlson came out against the Syrian war. But I thought it was interesting. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section.